everybody, it's Kristina from Kristina's Krafts, and I got some gnomes from Dollar Tree. I have a boy and I have a girl. I am going to do a gnome makeover. First thing that I noticed on this one, especially after I got it home, is that the arms are not even. One is way back farther than the other, and I also don't like the sequences on here. So what I'm going to do is I am actually going to rip this apart so I can put everything back in there. Now it looks like it's just glued on here, so I'm gonna do my best to try to take this apart. Okay, so I'm pretty much using a scissors to cut this off, and I do have a big hole in the back right here where I was ripping the hat off, but that is gonna get covered up by the hats when I put the new hat on. So I'm just kind of cutting and ripping this off. Alright, so there is the bottom half of my gnome. I'm going to take this tag off of here. I'm going to get this nose off the hat here. Okay, got my nose. I was going to, when I redo it, use a bead, but I don't have a bead big enough. So I'm going to have to reuse the nose. And I'm going to get the little ponytails cut off of the hat, because that is all going to get redone. So I'm just cutting the little ponytails off. Alright, then I still got some stuff on here. Just trim around the best that you can. Get that all off of here. And then I want to get these sequins off, so I'm actually just going to pull the stuffing out of the head here, or out of the hat. Let's move you out of the way and just kind of assess the situation here and see how those sequins are sewn on. What I could do too is I could just keep the hat and put the sequins in the back, because I actually plan on using this plaid scarf that I bought from Dollar Tree and putting that over the hat. So I think I'm just going to leave those sequins on, but the sequins are going to go on the back of my gnome so they don't show through. So I got my scarf here, and then I am going to just stick my hat on here, and I'm just going to cut out a section of the scarf here. Okay, I have a little square cut out, and I'm just kind of measuring this up. What I want to do is I'm going to fold it like this. So I'm probably going to cut this edge off right here. Get rid of that, and I am going to hot glue all this on. I'm just waiting for my hot glue gun to warm up. And then I'm going to wrap this side over here. And then this side's going to get cut. I could probably fold it too to give it a little bit cleaner look. Fold this under like that once I get my hot glue gun warmed up here. Okay, my glue gun should be warmed up by now, so I am just going to stick some hot glue on here. And then flip my fabric over and hot glue that right on there. Make sure I get it sticking really good. And then I am going to flip this side over and hot glue it. I think I'm going to, like I said, I think I'm going to fold this so I have a nicer, neater line here. Make sure it's tighter. Glue that down. Alright, just making sure that I get this so it sticks down really nice. Just hot and gluing that on there. And then what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to take the ends of the hat and I'm going to stick them inside and then I'm going to stick some hot glue in there. And then my little hat will be done. Okay, I have my hat all hot glued, and then I'm going to take the stuffing and I'm going to stick that back inside my hat here. And fill it up. Make sure I get to the end. It's all in little pieces. All right, my hat is done. I think that hat's gonna look way cuter. And what I am going to do is I have these sections of mop here from Dollar Tree. And I've used these before to dress up a gnome from Dollar Tree. I am going to tie these 3 together. I'm gonna use a total of 6 on here, but I'm gonna put her braids back in. Okay, I have the knot in, and then I am just going to braid these together. And I'm thinking I'm gonna go down a little bit farther than what the braids were actually in there before. And these are going to get stuck right in there. Okay, I have my braid about here, and then what I'm gonna do is I think I'm gonna need to hot glue this together. So I'm just gonna stick some hot glue in my braid back here and try to get it to stay like that. That should definitely hold it. Okay, and then I'm just gonna leave a little strands at the bottom here. And then I'm gonna take these little strands apart. Gotta be very careful because these do break pretty easy. Okay, now that I have those apart, I'm gonna take the little bow that came on the original one, and that is going to get hot glued right onto the front of my braid here. So just like that. Now I'm gonna go ahead and get the other one done. Okay, I have my hat done, I have my braids done. Now it's time to start putting my gnome lady back together. So I have that big hole that I ripped in the back. I'm gonna have to make sure that I cover that. So the hat's gonna get kind of pulled and squished down, but I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna hot glue this on first in the back here, because I have to make sure that's covered up. Okay, I have the back of the hat glued on. Then the next thing I'm gonna do is I am gonna glue the arms on, and hopefully I glue them on straight. So I'm just gonna stick a bunch of hot glue on here, kind of stick them up in the hat a little bit. Hopefully I get them even on both sides. I'm leaving this undone right now because I have to put the nose on and the braids yet. All right. And then my braids are gonna go, I'm just guessing at this point right here that I'm gonna put them right about there. And then the nose right about there. And then I'm gonna pull that hat down. All right, so that should be pretty good right there. So I'm gonna go ahead and just hot glue these on right now. Thinking I might pull this right here, hot glue that down, and then stick the nose up in here. I don't even know, I think these braids might need to go over just a tad bit. Yeah. Okay, I am going to go ahead and get this hat hot glued down around the arms. On both sides. Okay, I have all that on. Now I'm going to put the nose back on. Looks like I got a weird line in the nose somewhere here. Make sure I get that on there the way I want it. Just gonna stick a bunch of hot glue and stick it right in there, right in the middle. And then I'm gonna make sure this is all glued down really nice. Stick some more hot glue in here and push this down. Okay, I got that all done. And then I bought these little cute little elastics that I got from Dollar Tree, these heart elastics. And I am going to take, now let me see if I can get these off of here. I didn't know they were tied on there. I am going to take this one right here and I am going to put it on her belly right there. Just give it a little bit extra. So, just gonna try to stick a little hot glue on there. Try not to burn myself. And that is gonna go right there on her belly. Then just one more thing and she will be finished. I have this mop head from Dollar Tree and I am going to cut a little section out of it and I'm going to make a little poof ball for the top of her hat. So I'm just going to cut a little section out, kind of pull out some of the extra here, and then I'm just making this really small. So I'm just gonna take, let's see, I did this on my Christmas gnome and it looked really cute. Just some hot glue and then just kind of squinch it together. All right, then I am just gonna give it a little haircut so it's not too long and scraggly looking. Let's see, and then I'm gonna put that right on the hot glue, that right on the top there. Here, let me, it's kind of a tall one, it's hard to get it all in there. So I'm just gonna take a little hot glue and hot glue that right to the top of my hat. Then I really thought it would be cute instead of it sticking straight up, maybe if it was down like this. So I think I'm just gonna stick a little bit of hot glue on there and hot glue it down so it kind of hangs like this. Let me, this is a hard one to get on there. So I just kind of bent it over and stuck a little hot glue on there. All right, and my gnome girl is all finished. I'll get a better picture of it after, but then we are going to work on the male gnome. All right, now it is time to do the boy gnome. So what my plan is I am going to get this beard off of here because I don't like the fuzzy beard. So I'm just going to see how well I can cut this off of here. Get rid of that. I'm just going to see if I can kind of trim this up. Alright, that should be pretty good. And then I don't plan on taking this one apart. My plan is, and we'll see how this works, but I have these socks that I bought from Dollar Tree. And I am going to try to use this to cover up the hat without taking the hat apart. So my plan is I can't put it on this way because the hearts will be upside down. So I am going to cut the bottom of the sock off here. And then the plan is to try to put the sock around the hat. So let's see how this goes. Oh, forgot to take the tag off of my gnome. Let's get that off of there. Actually, you know what? I want this on this side. So we're going to pull this up. So I am going to see if I can get this on here, and my plan is to kind of tuck the frayed ends underneath this hat here. I don't want to cover up the nose. I hate to, okay. I think I can get that underneath there. Just like that. So I am going to go all the way around this hat, and I am just going to hot glue my cut ends of my sock. But let's see. I am going to stick a little hot glue in here and fold the sock underneath like that. And then I'm going to have to glue it to the nose. And then I'm just going to go around and pull this and hot glue it underneath the hat. And I'm going to go all the way around with my sock like that. Okay, I have the sock pretty well glued on around the hat. Doesn't look the best, but it's on there. So this front part, that's going to be covered up with the beard anyways. So what I'm going to do with the top of this hat actually is I am just going to tie it off. So I'm just going to take part of my mop right here, and I'm just going to, I think I'm going to pull a little bit more out of here. And then I am just going to tie it in a knot. And yeah, I don't think I want any of those just hanging off. So I think I'm just going to cut this in the back here. It should stay pretty secure. I don't see that coming out at all. So I'm just going to leave his little hat just like this. Kind of bunch this up a little bit more. Maybe I'll stick a little hot glue in there just to keep the sock ends together. Yeah, when you're working with hot glue and fabric, I get a lot of stuff on the tip of my hot glue gun. Okay, so I just kind of glued those ends together, and then I'm just going to glue this part of the sock right there to that part. So it just kind of bends over a little bit, just like that. And then it'll just kind of stick up. I think that looks really cute. Then the last thing that I'm going to do is I have to do his beard. So I'm going to take my Dollar Tree mop, and I am just going to start gluing the strands, kind of pushing them underneath here. So stick that like that. I don't want the ends to show. Eventually I'm going to try to glue this hat down a little bit. But for right now, I'm just going to pick a length and just start cutting it, because I can use 2 strings. Or 1 string. What am I trying to say? Oh gosh, it's been a long night. I can use, I'm going to stick those really tight together too. 1 strand to make two parts of his little beard here. Oh, you know what? I could probably even do 3. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to keep gluing my mop strings, and right now I'm not sure what I'm going to do for the bottom, so I'm just going to keep gluing them all the way across here. Okay, so I'm starting to get his beard on here, and I got this done right here. Now I'm going to have to go underneath the nose, but I want to fold this down right here. Hopefully I don't burn myself. But I want the hat to look decent, so I'm just kind of folding the hat down over the little strands here. But I'm going to have to hold that for a little bit so it secures. Okay, I have my beard on my gnome, and then the last thing I'm going to do is I'm just going to give him a little haircut, because he's not very even. So I'm going to kind of split it in half here, and I kind of want to go up on the sides, so I'm just going to cut up like that, and then hopefully I can do it pretty even on the other side. Might be a little too much, but we shall see. I don't know, I think that looks pretty good. All right, my guy gnome is all finished. And here they are, both of them, the girl and the boy. I don't know, I think they turned out really cute. They look cute before, but I don't know. I just think I prefer them this way. But anyways, if you made it to the end of this video, I just want to say thank you so much for watching, and please subscribe to my channel and leave comments. I would love to know if you think they look better before, or if they look better this way. And don't forget to subscribe. I don't know if I said that already. Hit the bell so you get notified when I upload, and take care. Thanks. Bye.